Have you ever been in a situation where you knew you had to speak the truth, but you feared it might hurt someone? The tension builds as you wonder how to be honest without causing pain. The room feels smaller, the air a bit thicker, as you brace yourself for the conversation ahead. We've all been there, caught between the desire to be brutally honest and the need to be kind. But what if I told you there's a way to do both? A way to speak the truth clearly while still being considerate of the other person's feelings? Imagine this: you're about to have a difficult conversation with a friend, a colleague, or a loved one. You know you need to be honest, but the last thing you want is to come across as harsh or unkind. The key is to start by checking your intentions. Why are you having this conversation? Is it to help, to improve the situation, or simply to vent your frustrations? Understanding your motive is crucial because true honesty, the kind that is constructive and meaningful, comes from a place of care. Now, with your intention clear, it's time to think about your words. Being honest doesn't mean you have to be blunt or cruel. There's an art to choosing your words carefully. Imagine yourself saying, "I noticed that," instead of "you always." This slight change in phrasing shifts the focus from blame to observation. It makes your honesty easier to digest and keeps the conversation open rather than defensive. But what about empathy? Here's where it gets interesting. Before you speak, take a moment to consider how your words might land. Imagine being on the receiving end of your honesty. How would it make you feel? This thought exercise helps you to tailor your message in a way that is kind, even if it's tough to hear. And here's the thing: when you deliver honesty with empathy, it doesn't just soften the blow, it shows that you genuinely care about the person and the outcome. Timing is everything. Have you ever tried to give someone advice when they were clearly upset or distracted? It rarely goes well. Picking the right time and place for an honest conversation can make all the difference. A quiet, private setting can turn what could be a confrontation into a meaningful dialogue. And when you choose a moment when the other person is more likely to be receptive, your words have a better chance of being heard and understood. Another important aspect is focusing on the issue at hand, not the person themselves. When you separate someone's actions from their character, you make it easier for them to listen without feeling attacked. Instead of saying, "You're so careless," you might say, "I've noticed that this situation hasn't gone as planned, and I think we can work on improving it." This shift in language turns a potentially hurtful statement into a constructive conversation. Let's not forget the importance of staying calm and respectful. It's easy to let emotions take over, especially when the truth is hard to share. But keeping your tone even and your words respectful ensures that your honesty is received as intended, not as an attack, but as a genuine attempt to communicate. And here's something that might surprise you: listening is just as important as speaking. After you've shared your thoughts, invite the other person to respond. This turns the conversation into a two-way street and shows that you value their perspective. It's in these moments of listening that true understanding and growth happen. Finally, always aim to end on a positive note. Highlight the person's strengths or express confidence in their ability to improve. This isn't about softening your honesty, it's about leaving the conversation with a sense of hope and mutual respect. So, the next time you find yourself in that tight spot where honesty feels necessary but difficult, remember you can be brutally honest and still be kind. With the right intention, thoughtful words, empathy, and respect, your truth can be a tool for growth rather than a weapon. And that's the kind of honesty that truly makes a difference.